Congratulations, Emma Johnston finally getting married. Hey everyone, welcome back. The spotlight of reality television has a peculiar way of illuminating some while casting others into a complex, intricate shadow. For years, TLC has invited viewers into the homes of the Johnston family, a household that redefined perceptions of dwarfism through laughter, love, and the universal chaos of raising 7 children. We have watched the milestones, the heartbreaks, and the triumphs. Yet, within this bustling family narrative, one figure often sits slightly apart, observing, supporting, and quietly forging her own path. This is the story of Emma Johnston, a young woman who has been dubbed by some as the quiet storm of the Johnston clan. While her siblings often command the headlines with engagements, pregnancies, and high-octane drama, Emma offers a different kind of reality TV presence. One of steadfast loyalty, entrepreneurial spirit, and a quiet resilience that is perhaps more relatable than the explosive storylines that dominate our screens. In an era where social media and reality content often reward the loudest voices, Emma stands as a testament to the power of the supporting character, the glue that often holds the chaos together. To understand Emma's current role in the family, we must first look at the seismic shifts that have occurred in the Johnston household over the last few years. The family has transitioned from navigating the trials of high school to dealing with the complexities of adult relationships and the inevitable fractures that come with growing up. The most significant and public of these fractures has been the widening rift between Anna Johnston and the rest of the family. While the specific details remain a topic of intense online speculation, the palpable tension has created a new family dynamic, one where loyalty and alliance have become increasingly important. Emma, while avoiding direct involvement in the public mudslinging, has found herself in a position where her actions are scrutinized for signs of allegiance. In this turbulent landscape, Emma has largely remained the anchor, staying close to her parents and her siblings Elizabeth and Alex, choosing to build bridges within the core unit rather than engage in the feud. This decision, while perhaps seen as passive by some, speaks to a deep-seated need for stability and a desire to protect the family unit she holds dear. The year 2025 was a monumental one for the Johnston family, and specifically for Emma, as she transitioned into a pivotal supporting role. The most significant event of the year was undoubtedly the engagement of her older sister Elizabeth Liz Johnston to her longtime boyfriend Bryce Bolden. The proposal was a classic Johnston affair, filled with surprise, family, and a heavy dose of Southern charm. It took place on a beach in Pensacola, Florida, with the Blue Angels performing overhead, creating a spectacle befitting a reality TV romance. For Emma, this wasn't just a moment to watch from the sidelines. It was a chance to step forward and showcase her importance in her sister's life. She was heavily involved in the celebration, sharing photos of the engagement ring on her social media and gushing about the future brother-in-law she could not wait to welcome into the family. This public display of affection highlights the close bond between the two sisters. While Liz is often seen as the one leading the charge in her own life, Emma is the trusted confidant, the keeper of secrets. The engagement ring and the subsequent planning process were a family affair, but Emma's role was solidified as being at the very heart of it. However, with the wedding bells soon came the realization that the season of life was changing for everyone. The engagement thrust Emma into a specific and somewhat symbolic role. The bridesmaid. It's a role she took on with grace, but it came with its own unique set of challenges. As the season 17 premiere of 7 Little Johnstons depicted, Emma's 19th birthday became an interesting focal point for fans who felt that her special day was overshadowed by her sister's wedding. During the episode, Liz presented Emma with a gift that consisted of childhood photos and an emotional speech, culminating in the question, "Will you be my bridesmaid?" While Emma was delighted and immediately agreed, viewers were quick to call foul, pointing out that the gift wasn't so much a present for Emma, but a request for Elizabeth. It was a moment that encapsulated a recurring criticism of the reality TV format, the blurring lines between genuine celebration and the need to produce content. For Emma, it was a reminder that in a family of big personalities, the quiet moments often get co-opted. Yet she remained gracious, embodying the role of the supportive sister who takes it all in stride. This wedding journey, from the engagement to the planning and the eventual muddy matrimony that would ensue, became the central pillar of the show and, by extension, a significant portion of Emma's screen time. The wedding of Liz and Bryce, which took place in the spring of 2026, was a seminal event that revealed the inner workings of the Johnston clan, including where Emma fits into the puzzle. Touted as a dreamy backyard wedding, the reality of the event was far messier, literally. Torrential rain turned the venue into a muddy mess, with vehicles stuck in the mire and the hillbilly wedding aesthetic becoming an inside joke among viewers. It was a chaotic, stressful, but ultimately joyful day. For Emma, it was a whirlwind of activity. She was there for the emotional first look between Liz and Bryce, the nerves of the groom, and the interruptions during the ceremony. She likely helped manage the one-year-old flower girl, Leighton, and attempted to keep the peace as family tensions simmered beneath the surface. The wedding was also a stark reminder of the family fractures. The absence of her older sister Anna was a noticeable and, according to some, unaddressed elephant in the room. Emma, ever the loyalist, stood beside her parents and her sister Elizabeth, witnessing the union of two families. In the chaos of the day, from the yellow jacket sting that attacked her father Trent's tongue to Bryce's controversial decision to wear a camouflage vest against his bride's wishes, Emma remained a steady, smiling presence. She was in many ways the emotional support system that kept things grounded, but to define Emma solely by her role as a bridesmaid or a peacekeeper is to do her a disservice. Behind her screen persona lies a young woman with clear ambitions and a growing independence. While the cameras capture her navigating family events, Emma is also building a life for herself. One of the most telling aspects of her character is her entrepreneurial drive. Like her sister Anna before her, Emma ventured into the world of e-commerce, opening her own shop on Etsy. It's a move that signals a desire for autonomy and financial independence beyond the reality TV paycheck. She doesn't just rely on the show, she is actively seeking to build something of her own. This motivation to work and contribute is a core Johnston value, instilled by parents Trent and Amber, and Emma has embraced it fully. Her Etsy shop, coupled with her active role in the family's various projects, shows a young woman preparing for a future where she is self-sufficient. However, there is one arena where Emma has remained notably private, her love life. In a family where relationships are a primary source of drama and content, Emma stands out as an anomaly. She has openly stated she does not have a boyfriend, and often appears disinterested in the dating world, or at least in parading it in front of the cameras. This has not stopped the rumor mill, however. A significant part of online speculation regarding Emma revolves around her relationship with Luca Rannigan, a young man she met through the Little People of America community. They formed a close bond, FaceTiming regularly and sparking speculation that a romance was blooming. Yet, just as quickly as the rumors ignited, the connection seemed to fizzle. Luca eventually went public with a new girlfriend, leaving fans to wonder what happened. Many fans suspect the hand of Amber Johnston in the relationship's demise, theorizing that her strict dating rules regarding other little people may have interfered. Emma, for her part, has remained tight-lipped, choosing to focus on her family and her business instead. This refusal to engage in the drama surrounding her romantic life is a refreshing contrast to the often overshared relationships of her siblings. She seems to understand that some things are worth keeping private, even when the cameras are rolling. Emma's personality is a complex blend of sass and sweetness, which often makes her a fan favorite. While she is fiercely loyal to her family, she is not afraid to poke fun at them, often criticizing her mom's TikTok videos or rolling her eyes at the family antics. She is particularly close to her younger brother Alex, and their bond is a sweet, often understated subplot of the show. Despite her sometimes sassy exterior, those close to her describe Emma as a constant source of support. She was enthusiastic about rallying the family when her father, Trent, faced a health scare. She often extends a friendly hand to Alex's girlfriend, showing a welcoming nature. This duality, the sarcastic teenager and the deeply caring family member, makes her a relatable figure. She isn't the villain, nor is she the golden child. She's the one who tries to keep the peace, offering a hug while also delivering a bitingly honest observation. As we look to the future, Emma Johnston finds herself at a crossroads. She has the world at her feet, a platform built by TLC, an entrepreneurial spirit, and a loyal fan base. But she also carries the weight of her family's public struggles and the intense scrutiny that comes with reality TV. While the show focuses heavily on the dramas of her siblings, the wedding, the pregnancies, and the family feuds, Emma is a reminder that life happens in the quiet spaces between those big events. She is the one who will likely continue to launch her own projects, finish her education, and eventually, when she is ready, find a love story of her own on her own terms. The narrative of Seven Little Johnstons may often be drawn to the loudest and most disruptive storylines, but it is the Emma Johnstons of the world that give these stories weight. She is the loyal sister who agrees to be a bridesmaid despite the overshadowing of her birthday, the budding entrepreneur who builds her own business, and the private young woman who guards her heart against the world's gaze. She is the quiet storm, a force of stability in the swirling chaos of reality fame. And as the Johnston family continues to navigate their ever-evolving story, one thing is certain: Emma is not just a spectator. She is the solid foundation upon which a lot of the family's future moments will be built. The narrative of Emma Johnston extends far beyond the wedding planning, the family feuds, and the carefully curated social media posts. To truly understand this young woman, we must look deeper into her origins, her upbringing, and the very fabric of the Johnston family dynamic. Emma's not just a reality television personality, she is the product of a unique and often challenging childhood, one that has shaped her into the grounded individual we see today. Born in South Korea in 2007, Emma was adopted by Trent and Amber Johnston when she was just a baby. She joined a family that was already bustling with activity and love, becoming the sixth child in a household that was rapidly expanding. Her adoption story is a crucial part of her identity, a narrative that she shares with her younger brother Alex, who was also adopted from South Korea. This shared heritage created an unbreakable bond between the two siblings, one that has only grown stronger as they have navigated the complexities of adolescence together. Emma's arrival into the Johnston family was a moment of profound joy, a testament to her parents' desire to create a diverse and loving environment for their children. The Johnston household has always been a unique microcosm of the world, a place where the challenges of dwarfism are met with humor, resilience, and an unwavering commitment to normalcy. From a very young age, Emma was thrust into the spotlight with cameras documenting her every milestone, her first steps, her first day of school, and her awkward teenage moments. This constant scrutiny could have easily broken a less resilient spirit, but Emma learned to navigate the lens with a grace that belied her years. She grew up in a home where being different was the norm, where her parents, Trent and Amber, worked tirelessly to ensure that their children never felt limited by their stature. This upbringing instilled in Emma a fierce independence and a refusal to be defined by her condition. She learned to laugh at herself, to embrace her unique perspective, and to stand tall in a world that often underestimated her. This foundational strength is the bedrock upon which her current persona is built. A quiet confidence that allows her to support her siblings without losing sight of her own identity. One of the most fascinating aspects of Emma's story is her relationship with the concept of fame. Unlike her sister Elizabeth, who seems to revel in the spotlight and actively curates her public image, Emma approaches reality television with a measured distance. She participates fully, appearing in family scenes and sharing moments of her life. But there is a sense that she keeps a part of herself hidden away from the cameras. This is a conscious choice, a boundary she has established to protect her sanity in an industry that often demands total transparency. She uses social media to promote her business and to share glimpses of her life, but she rarely engages in the drama that consumes the online fan communities. When rumors swirl about her love life or her family feuds, Emma typically remains silent, refusing to feed the gossip machine. This strategic silence is a powerful statement in itself, a declaration that she will not be a pawn in the reality TV game. It is this very restraint that makes her so intriguing to viewers. We are left to wonder what goes on behind her composed exterior, what she truly thinks about the chaos unfolding around her. The relationship between Emma and her sister Anna deserves particular attention, as it is one of the most nuanced and complex dynamics within the family. In the earlier seasons of Seven Little Johnstons, Emma and Anna appeared to share a close bond, often teaming up in their teenage rebellion and supporting each other through the trials of adolescence. However, the recent family schism has undoubtedly tested this bond. Emma, loyal to her parents and her immediate family unit, has been seen spending less time with Anna in recent episodes. This shift has not gone unnoticed by fans, many of whom speculate about the reasons behind the growing distance. It is a delicate situation, one that Emma has navigated with characteristic discretion. She has not publicly taken sides, nor has she spoken ill of her estranged sister. Instead, she has quietly continued to support the family members who are present in her daily life. This approach speaks to her desire for harmony, her instinct to avoid confrontation whenever possible. It also highlights the painful reality of family life. Sometimes, in order to preserve the health of the whole, difficult choices must be made about where one's loyalties lie. As Emma matures, we are beginning to see the emergence of a distinct personality that sets her apart from her siblings. While she shares the Johnston wit and humor, she brings her own flavor to the family dynamic. She is more introspective than Liz, less boisterous than Jonah, and more socially reserved than Anna once was. This quietness is often misinterpreted as shyness, but those who know Emma understand that she is simply selective about where she invests her energy. She is an observer, someone who takes in the world around her and processes it internally before reacting. This thoughtfulness makes her an excellent confidant and a steady presence in a household that can often be chaotic. She is the one who remembers the details, who notices when someone is feeling down, and who offers a quiet word of encouragement when it is needed most. It is no coincidence that she was chosen to be a bridesmaid in her sister's wedding. Liz recognized that Emma's calm presence would be essential in navigating the stress of the big day. In a world that often rewards extroversion and bombast, Emma is a reminder that quiet strength can be just as powerful. Looking ahead, the future holds endless possibilities for Emma Johnston. As the family's television presence continues to evolve, Emma will face the choice of how much of her adult life she wishes to share with the public. She may choose to step back from the limelight, focusing on her entrepreneurial ventures and building a life away from the cameras. She may also choose to lean into her platform, using her influence to advocate for causes that matter to her, such as adoption awareness or little people representation in media. Regardless of which path she chooses, one thing is certain: Emma possesses the resilience and the strength of character to succeed. She has weathered the storm of reality television with her integrity intact, emerging as one of the most grounded and relatable figures on the show. She has navigated the complexities of a large family, the challenges of growing up in the public eye, and the pressure of living with a condition that society often misunderstands. And through it all, she has remained true to herself, a quiet testament to the power of authenticity in a world that often demands spectacle. In the coming seasons of Seven Little Johnstons, we can expect to see Emma continue to chart her own course. She will likely remain a beloved fixture in the family's story, offering support to her parents as they navigate the challenges of their own aging, celebrating the milestones of her siblings, and perhaps eventually sharing her own moments of joy with the world. But more importantly, she will continue to evolve as an individual, exploring her passions, building her business, and defining what success means to her. Whether she is running her Etsy shop, spending time with her nieces and nephews, or simply enjoying a quiet moment with her family, Emma embodies a spirit of quiet determination that is truly inspiring. She is not just a reality TV star, she is a young woman forging her own path one step at a time. And in a world that often feels increasingly chaotic and loud, Emma Johnston is a welcome reminder that there is immense power in quiet strength. Congratulations, Emma Johnston finally getting married. Hey everyone, welcome back. The spotlight of reality television has a peculiar way of illuminating some while casting others into a complex, intricate shadow. For years, TLC has invited viewers into the homes of the Johnston family, a household that redefined perceptions of dwarfism through laughter, love, and the universal chaos of raising 7 children. We have watched the milestones, the heartbreaks, and the triumphs. Yet, within this bustling family narrative, one figure often sits slightly apart, observing, supporting, and quietly forging her own path. This is the story of Emma Johnston, a young woman who has been dubbed by some as the quiet storm of the Johnston clan. While her siblings often command the headlines with engagements, pregnancies, and high-octane drama, Emma offers a different kind of reality TV presence, one of steadfast loyalty, entrepreneurial spirit, and a quiet resilience that is perhaps more relatable than the explosive storylines that dominate our screens. In an era where social media and reality content often reward the loudest voices, Emma stands as a testament to the power of the supporting character, the glue that often holds the chaos together. To understand Emma's current role in the family, we must first look at the seismic shifts that have occurred in the Johnston household over the last few years. The family has transitioned from navigating the trials of high school to dealing with the complexities of adult relationships and the inevitable fractures that come with growing up. The most significant and public of these fractures has been the widening rift between Anna Johnston and the rest of the family. While the specific details remain a topic of intense online speculation, the palpable tension has created a new family dynamic, one where loyalty and alliance have become increasingly important. Emma, while avoiding direct involvement in the public mudslinging, has found herself in a position where her actions are scrutinized for signs of allegiance. In this turbulent landscape, Emma has largely remained the anchor, staying close to her parents and her siblings Elizabeth and Alex, choosing to build bridges within the core unit rather than engage in the feud. This decision, while perhaps seen as passive by some, speaks to a deep-seated need for stability and a desire to protect the family unit she holds dear. The year 2025 was a monumental one for the Johnston family, and specifically for Emma, as she transitioned into a pivotal supporting role. The most significant event of the year was undoubtedly the engagement of her older sister Elizabeth Liz Johnston to her longtime boyfriend Bryce.